kids these days and their crazy language, am I right?
Hello.
Hello everybody, Mr. Moo here in the cockpit, here in Elite Dangerous, here in the, well, Mehune Monem. I'm heading for Yoru. It's Thursday, yes, it's Thursday. Hello to Hardcore here, and thank you so much for the host. You know, I'm mulling the idea of engineering up a Sidewinder just for kicks and giggles. It's like a souped-up Honda Accord. Yes, with railguns. I've built one. Got one north of 600 meters per second right now. They're fun. Shoutouts to, let's see here, Florin, Aaron 077777, Jazzman155. Thank you so much for following. Welcome to the show. Hope you enjoy your stay. And yes, it's Thursday, and I'm on. I am trying to actually expand the schedule a little bit. Back to 4 days a week, maybe 5. I know what madness is this. Ah, it's Thursday and I'm in the Uinamic E. I'm heading for Yoru. I got my payout from Zachary Hudson. I've got the pacifier frags equipped. Let's go engineer these suckers and see what kind of trouble we can get up to. Also, if I remember right, Hardcore is the one who actually got hyperdicted on the way out of Narvert. So that's a little concerning. That means the bugs have reached the Narvert system. So we're gonna need all the weaponry we can get. But yeah, Hardcore, building a super tuned up Sidewinder is fun and cheap. Aaron A. Burton 07, is Narvert invaded yet? Not that we know. And my biggest apologies, Aaron. I didn't even see the message on my YouTube page on the channel discussion. I did not see at all that you were still looking for a Discord invite. Do you still need one? I know that was an older message, but if you still need a Discord invite, here you go. I am so sorry about that. YouTube for a while was just not throwing me any of my messages for around a month. Aggravating, to say the least. I was getting zero notification. Just making sure. Just making sure. I thought I'd seen you around quite a bit, but at the same time, I don't want to be, don't want to be assuming. It's hard enough keeping things straight. Yeah, that's right, you're Master 10. Duh. No wonder I couldn't see under Aaron Burton. The moment I start streaming, my brain just goes out the window for anything else. Hardcore, heading to Palin's, first jump out, got hyperdicted and dropped out 6,000 light seconds from the station. That is not good. Hyperdicted out of Narvert. That's... well... time to, yeah. Well, let's get the guns warmed up here. I've got a Yuki at my side, a Hank at my feet, I've got my crew here in the ship, and another addition, kinda sorta. I've got Kix. She's back. Good afternoon, Kix. She's also shy. Set humor to 75%.
Self-destruct sequence in T-10, 9.
Let's go for 60%.
A dwarf walks on the ball.
You really want to do 55? Everyone keep your eyes peeled for non-human signal sources in Narvert. Alright, will do.
Kilo Yankee Lima. Flight control online. Welcome, Commander. Request docking permission if you wish to land.
Lakon Kilo Yankee Lima. Request docking clearance.
Requesting docking permission.
Clearance granted. Proceed to landing pad 02.
Copy 02, scary voice. On my way down now. Gear down?
Gear down.
Zachary Nemo, one of the more extensively modified cyborgs in the game. Certainly one of the highest profile. Him and Jacques of Jacques Station. Okay, let's get these guns heated up.
Landing operation complete. Commence system shutdown. Welcome, Commander.
Hopefully I've got enough to get up to grade 5, otherwise we're gonna have a little bit of a problem. I should. In theory. There we go. Alright, good roll on that. Now let's go for dazzle shells. Neurality 07. How you doing today? Okay, so that's the dazzle shell set up there. Don't you love it when the frame rate takes a dump landing somewhere like Trader's Rest? Whee! Yeah. Merino Twine, hello there. Hope everybody's having a good day. Alright. I did dazzle, now I gotta do screening. Another boring day of work, always happy to hear your voice at least. Well, thank you very much. We're just doing some mad engineering here. Hopefully. Come on. There we go. And experimental effect, screening shell. And there we go. They aren't fully modified, but they're close enough. And we'll take this double shot and we will pin this blueprint. There, now I can get those set up anywhere else. Lights on?
On.
Alright, what's our next step? Well, our next step is back to Narvard, I suppose. Though I've heard tell that there are Guardian FSD boosters out there now. Unfortunately, they appear to be bugged. Oh, no, Narvard. Yep, bad deal there from what I'm told. This'll take a little bit, but... So, as I understand it... Haha, 1 second here, hardcore. The only difference between mad science and super science is if you're doing it for the government or if it's a personal project. Dr. Venture approves. Also, it's more mad engineering. Mad science is just the theoretical. Mad engineering, that's the applied. Gear up.
Landing gear retracted.
Takeoff procedure complete. Clear for departure.
But no, there are apparently, from what I've seen, and I've just heard about this on another Discord I follow, haven't actually seen the in-game data yet, but supposedly Guardian FSD boosters, which is great. Adds you an extra, you know, it's an optional component rather than a utility. It's optional, adds an extra 10 light years, and it's supposed to give you, or take an extra 25% off your fuel. So it's supposed to increase fuel consumption by 25% per jump. Instead, there's a little bit of a bug in there someplace, apparently, from what I've heard, where it's 125%. Wee bit of a difference there. Minor thing. Text to Vices. I think I got in trouble for that once. So that's my shopping list for the frags down. I picked up six separate pacifier frag cannons. That should do me just fine for any kind of project I may be working on in the future. Oh yes, and with that... Hey Hudson, I quit. Tommy Turbo, hello there. Hope you're having a good day. Did you get those meta alloys from yesterday? Just making sure here. One more rank till you get the Clipper. Oh, you're doing well then. Hardcore. Now I have a reason to go to the Guardian sites. I don't need a better plant, and I'm not interested in fighting Thargoids. But I could use a 77 light-year Anaconda. Oh yeah. And I could go with a 35 light-year Chieftain real easily. Now, I don't know anything about it yet. I don't know if they're in or out. I need to do some research. Do some research off-site. Tommy Turbo, you did. Excellent. But yeah, I need to do some researching off-stream because I don't, you know... Hot Googling action just doesn't really draw on the viewers much. And really, hardcore, the better plants aren't all that much better if I understand it right. I mean, they're neat and all, but... And also, for all those new to engineering or unfamiliar with Engineering 2.0, pinning blueprints is a lot more useful now. A lot. How far are we from home anyway? 8 jumps. So what are you going to do with that Clipper once you get it, Tommy? You got any ideas? Aaron A. Burton, can you pin one blueprint per engineer or only one total at a time? One blueprint per engineer. And it's actually one blueprint stack. It used to be you could only pin one blueprint type, like grade 5 FSD range boost. Now you pin the entire FSD range boost tree. So grade 1 on through 5. Now you gotta be grade 5 to get grade 5 remotely. So you still got to go and put in at least one G5 FSD on your ship from that engineer. Or one grade 5 plasma cannon. Or something like that. But after that, all of your other ships, all of your other weapons, if you want to do that mod, you can run your way through the entire tree. And that is one per engineer. Oh, so much handier. No idea. Clipper costs 22 mil. Yeah, they're not the cheapest ships in the world, but you start making money and you'll start getting up there. Only got 6.2 right now. Gotcha. That does tend to limit your mobility a bit. Link permit, please. All right. All right, what do you got? If you trade your courier, you can buy it. That's true, but on the other hand, your courier is in better shape. It's got much less rebuy. And it's a lot more mobile. It can land on... Ah, thank you. 5H Guardian Frameshift Booster, Class 5. It will give a 10 light-year jump boost at a 125% fuel use increase. I've heard that's the bug. It is supposed to be just a 25% boost. Now, grade 5 slot, that's not the greatest thing in the world, but... I mean, there's certainly ships that you could take it with.
Warning, temperature critical.
Yeah, hardcore. That 125%, that's the, oops part. Only weighs 1.3 or 1. Looks like a 1.3 there. Tons. Now, how do you get that particular module? How do you get the Guardian FSD booster? Because we may have to go out and farm some more Guardian components. Master 10, there, I changed my name in Twitch. Congratulations, Master 10. Home yet? Not yet. 4 more jumps. Let's see here. 1 more link permit. Need some more mods in here. There you go. Permission granted. Go for it. Alright. Guardian Research unlocks the following. Here. Guardian FSD booster from the Technology Broker. Right, I was at the Technology Broker earlier, and all I found was Power Plant and Power Distributor. Now, does that mean I have to unlock the Power Plant for me to get the FSD booster, or what? Well, a 2H frameshift drive booster, 1.3 tons, and it'll give you an extra 4 light years. That is not bad. Hell, a 1H booster will give you 2 light years. But no, I'm wondering how you unlock it. I mean, do you have to go and... Apparently the FSD booster has been temporarily withdrawn while they fix it. That would be why I couldn't find it. This makes sense. Thank you, Merino Twine.
Temperature critical.
This makes sense. So yeah, load up the Amundsen and head out there and do some, you know, get my farm going. This is my data farm. Rose out of the cubicles. I knew there was a Guardian power distributor. That has not been yanked as far as I know. But I've got mine so engineered, I mean, it would have to be a significant, you know, a significant increase and engineerable before I started looking at the Guardian power distros. I suppose an upside to having all the engineers unlocked. When you use the Imperial Courier for couriering. Couriering? Is that even a word? Hell if I know, but it's a word now. Currying? That's not quite right. You could use an Imperial Courier for currying curry. Do you concur? Ooh, especially if that curry is used for, you know, overthrowing a system for whatever reason. So it's actually conquering curry. Conquering curry, courtesy of the pip. Maybe. Don't judge me, I'm going on a little sleep. You kill me, Mr. Moo, I'm dead now. Need to change my name to Ghostmaster 10. Don't! So no, you could use a courier for couriering, conquering curry. There's a tongue twister in there somewhere. Alright, let's get sat down at Glidden. Let's get ourselves all situated. Let's find any, No, there are no unknown signal sources. There were none on the way in, and for some reason that actually worries me a little bit more. Lakon Kilo Yankee Lima, request docking clearance.
Docking request initiated.
Thank you, Kix.
Position authorized. Adjust heading for approach to badge 3-5.
Copy 3-5. Gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
Access to docking facilities requires flight control authorization. Please submit requests before entering the docking.
Okay. Now I know another thing that they've got bugged. Are we still at war? Well, we'll have to fix that. Another thing that is bugged, and I have... this is a little frustrating. I went on the forums and I checked out to see whether or not the Discovery Scanner was supposed to still find assassination targets. It still says so in the text. You know, you can use a Discovery Scanner to find the target, or scan the nav beacon. Well, if you've been following, you know I've had to go to the nav beacons rather than honking the horn. Somebody asked about that on the forums, and somebody said, no, working as intended. And then they replied, oh, we just talked to the dev team, not working as intended. Well, why didn't you talk to the dev team before you made an answer? There is a great deal of frustration, and rightly so, I think. Let's check the mission board here and see if there's any more combat stuff that we can use. Planetary scan jobs, massacre. A lot of massacre missions. Wartime surface scan operation in Wongarateri. Well, that would definitely count. May be considered illegal, but it's Wongarateri. What do I care? Evergreen Rogue, hello there. 07, hope you're having a good day. Hardcore, yep, still at war. Still at war. It should be over today, I hope. But hey, massive influence for this, so let's go find out what's going on. Do I have a... I do not. And when you need to sneak in and out of a place... Don't outfight them, outrun them. A mission against the Diditco might be good? Yeah, I think so. From Unjust Forsetti, 100 bits, copious couriers curiously couriering conquering curry. Yes, I concur. And if you have two of them, then you have concurrent copious couriers curiously currying conquering curry. Or conquering curry concurrently. Either way, you can stick concurrently at the beginning or the end of the story and it still works. Gear up?
Gear up.
Who is this against? Doesn't say. But it's wartime, so I'm going to assume... Well, I'm going to assume it's up against 5881 LTD. Right, high wake instead of low wake. And then we may go, after we get back and after we get this influence up from the wartime mission, we may go pop in and check out, see what they got left in a war zone. Just out of, you know, silly curiosity.
Mission critical message.
What do we got here?
Incoming mission critical message.
You see, that works, honking the horn for data point scans. Interesting. There's got to be a way to fit the words carrier and career in there. Careening. Copious couriers, careening curiously, couriering conquering curry. Concurrently.
That sentence had too many syllables. Apologize! kids these days in their crazy language, am I right?
Athador, thank you so much for the host. Greatly appreciated. Athador, hias, how you doing? Hope you're having a good Thursday. HS, heyo, Mr. Radio Voice.
Heyo.
Let's see here. Copious couriers, careening curiously, currying, conquering curry. Let's see here. There, yeah, if we can figure out capacity concurrently. Athador, what did I walk into? Today's broadcast is brought to you by the letter C. Yeah, it started off with, oh shoot. Yeah, Tommy Turbo was, I blame Tommy. Well, let's blame Tommy for this one. Was talking about using his courier for couriering. And I couldn't recall if that was a word or not. So I suggested couriering. It just kind of snowballed from there. Yeah, I blame Tommy for this. You said the same line yesterday when I was currying for a courier. Yes, but then I mentioned curry. And then things kind of went out of control. And now we've got careening curry couriers currying. And they may actually be conquering with the curry. And if there's two of them, that's concurrent conquering curry couriers. Which may actually be in contravention of current concords. Concordances. So HS, what are you doing in that expensive hunk of junk? I am doing a data point scan. Hardcore, I'm moving my exploration ship out of the Thargoid's way. I'm 1,000 light years outside the bubble. That's definitely out of the way. Combative couriers, true. Oh yes, we could have fun with this. Yeah, let's play Trip Up the Moo. Yep, one data point scan, because this thing is sturdy enough to weather some damage, fast enough to outrun other damage, and sneaky enough to get just about anywhere. Gear down.
Deploying landing gear.
Tommy making Jamaican pancakes, or Jamaican patties right now. I thought you said Jamaican pancakes. Damn it, now I want pancakes. If only we could scan data points from a ship. Sure would make sense, wouldn't it?
Low gravity warning.
And yep, this place has the what do I say? The security perimeter. These things wanted by any chance? Doesn't actually say. Interesting. Hello, Skimmer. Oh, recon Olympics would be fun on this stuff, I agree. Minor trespassing.
Incoming mission critical message. Anti-code. Under attack.
No. Set 1-2.
Divert power to shields.
Stop shooting at my ship. You got 10 minutes to finish couriering in your courier? Well. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm just trying to avoid getting shot right now. You're up?
Gear coming up.
Yeah, recon Olympics can be used to search through, like, megaships. If I remember right. Bounties never run out. I don't know that I'm going back to Wongarateri anytime soon, though, so... meh. Yeah, it's 750 credits. Pay it off the next time you're in Caleri Port or Wright Plant or wherever. Plenty of options. Huh, there are some conflict zones around Narvert 1. Well, guess we'll go see that and see what's going on. Go annoy the neighbors. 3/4 impulse.
3/4 impulse engaging.
We're still at war. 5881 is dropping rapidly. Well, may as well put some more boots to them. Gonna buy that clipper and then head back to Narvert? Just make sure you got the rebuy, Tommy. So that's an expensive chunk of hardware you got there. Yeah, the nice thing about being out here on the frontier hardcore is that we've got plenty of choices when it comes to paying off bounties. We've got some nice, less than reputable neighbors around. Let's push for a Densu before the Thargoids attack Glidden, so we'll have someplace to run to. Speaking of, did I see any... I did... Oh, wait. We got one USS... We got two USSs here. Rated emissions. weapons fire. Neither one of those worries me too terribly much. Now let's get Narvard boosted up a little bit again. Well, wait, how are we doing on influence here? Alright, we're back. We're back in good shape here. Master 10, what would worry you? Non-human signal sources would worry me. Find me a parking spot.
Aye, aye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Adjust heading for approach to badge 11.
Non-human signal source threat level 8. Well, yes, but non-human signal source, period, would worry me. Gear down.
Deploying landing modules.
Non-human signal source, threat 11. Now you're just making shit up.
Landing successful. Command system shut down. There is a state of uprising in the system. Be careful who you side with.
How far off are the community goals for you, from you this week, since they're defense-related? Well, let's go have a look at that, iMage. We're going into the mission board anyway, so good time to ask. Also, influence. And the community goals. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
That actually doesn't tell me. This tells me. Let's see, your hip. 33,368, that's 173. And this one is 209. Also, no bases were hit. Alright, now to go back to this thing and figure out how to use the new guns, because the pacifier frag cannons have a higher shot speed. By quite a margin. Let me show you here. They do slightly less damage. They do the same damage as a gimbaled frag cannon. But they have a much tighter grouping up. So shot speed here is 1,000 meters per second. Shot speed on these is 667. So, I really am firing a shotgun here because I just have to kind of pick a vague direction and hope they hit. I may have to redo my whole, my fire groupings. Really nice turning in 20 data missions and each one pays 20k plus. Yeah. Hardcore, I can almost go faster than your shot. I see a key word in that statement of yours. Shall we test this theory? You know, might not be a bad idea. Just for fun. Lights on?
Lights on.
In the meantime, though, let's go hit Narvert 1 and see what's going on. Gear up.
Gear coming up.
Ship detach complete. Restrict speed until clear of the station.
Because I'm wondering if those high-intensity combat zones are related to the Civil War rather than the War War. Seeing as it's only 60 light seconds, easy enough to test that theory.
You
Might have moved now, but a high intensity for our war was at Narvert 7 earlier. Alright. Narvert 7. Well, that's over 1,800 light seconds away, so I'll go check that out after I look around here. Thought I saw a conflict zone of high intensity. There we go. Do you think they'll ever bite the bullet and have super cruise weapons? No. No, I don't. They've got interdictor modules. And that's close enough. Although hardcore, there is precedent for it in other sci-fi settings. I mean, like the photon torpedo. Photon torpedoes were developed so you did have a ship-to-ship weapon at warp. Because phasers can't work at warp, they're kind of limited to, you know, speed of light. But a photon torpedo actually has a little warp field sustainer engine built into it. But no, I don't think you're going to ever shoot a bullet. And I'd be really, really surprised if you had super cruise torpedoes. Honestly, they wouldn't be that useful because, well, unless you went for the shield knockout torpedoes. But no, really it would dangerously shift the whole balance. Because with super cruise, you know, with an interdictor, you can at least try to evade the interdiction or drop down and evade in real space. With super cruise torpedoes, it basically comes down to whoever shoots first. How would you avoid it? Would you have some kind of mini game? Well, then you got torpedo spam, but I guess a wing of 8. Well, yeah, a wing of 4 ships. This is the autocracy and purple power. Sorry guys, didn't mean to interfere in your war. Let's go visit the other war. Like the Dreadnought missile and Voyager. Kinda, Marino. That was a much bigger missile. That was basically a drone kamikaze ship. But if you've read the Enterprise novels, which continued after Enterprise Season 4, after Enterprise ended there, the Romulan War was actually a very interesting series covering some history of Star Trek. Self-replicating minds, well, there you got DS9. But no, one of the Romulan tactics in the Earth-Romulan War was to run starships into planets at high warp. Turns out that does very bad things. Who would have guessed? Now, for those who really know their Trek history, Glornden Core used to be a used to be a lush garden world, huge biodiversity. And when you see it in TNG, it's just, well, if I owned Glornden Core in hell, I'd rent out Core and live in hell. To borrow an expression from another sci-fi movie. But some other interesting things. If you look up NX class refit, you see an interesting bit of what they were going to do to Enterprise, the NX-01, if the series had continued. Hardcore. If I owned penal ship Y-32 and hell, yeah. Well, easy answer to that. iMage. Love that Drexler design? Yeah. And they've actually got official model kits out of the NX refit. I should really pick one of those up. It really does bridge the gap between the NX class and the Constitutions that we see later. And this one is also the local war. Okay, let's hit Narvert 7. This is just the Civil War. I want to find the Uncivil War. iMage. Enterprise should have been about the Romulan War. Season 5 was going to be, at least as far as I know. But they had to build up to it. And they didn't really build up to it very well until Manny Koto took over in Season 4 as the showrunner. Because I think Season 4 Enterprise was some good stuff. I mean, you've usually got the Season 1 weirdness where everybody's trying to feel everything out and try to figure out what the direction the show should take. But then you got Season 2 and Season 3, and those were iffy. Iffy. Tommy Turbo. Got my Jamaican patties. Oh, I'm glad to hear you've got your Jamaican patties. I want Jamaican pancakes now. Jamaican cakes? Alright, 1500 light seconds out. Once we get inside 1000 light seconds, we're good. Waratah 07? Hello there. Hope you're having a good day. It's Thursday. It's a little different. I'm trying to expand the schedule a bit. Unidentified signal source. Combat aftermath. Alright. Still good. And of course the garbage truck decides that's a perfect time it's PAX East week. Aha! I forgot all about that. Waiting to hear if Frontier has things to say there. The biggest reveals, I have a feeling, are going to be at E3. Merwaz. Hey, Commander Voice. Hey, text writing. How you doing? Hoping you're having a good day. Oh, happy First Contact Day, everyone. That's right. That's right. And just what, 57 years from now or something? Merwaz, I bought a cutter and now I'm depressed. Why are you depressed after you bought a cutter? Well, I can make a few guesses. One of them is suddenly you miss maneuverability. Another thing is you miss, 2063. Alright, so 2063. 63 minus 18 is 43, 45. Ah, you also miss stopping. Yeah, that's important. Maneuvering and stopping. Congratulations. You own a trade. It's like driving around on ice year-round on your rims. Hello, Saber. Balance.
Redistributing power.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, like.
Impulse attack. Trajectory disruption. Target shields offline.
Target power plant.
Lock target.
Shields. Does Murwaz know the courier meme? You know, I'm not sure.
Target shields offline.
I just came up with it, so doubtful. Ooh. Oh, these guns are fun. Haven't been completely booted out, but we've definitely put the boot to them.
Target shields offline.
Doesn't do quite as much raw damage, but I do like these guns. Oh, they hit hard. Got your nose. Tell him about it? I'm flying. Somebody else tell him about it. No, just give me a second here. I've got this guy shooting in my face. Balance.
Recalibrating power.
These federal assault ships, they just love to joust.
Shields online. Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
They just love jousting. But no, there's, you know, I got 100 bits for, the idea of copious couriers curiously couriering conquering curry concurrently. So yeah, basically we got a tongue twister brought to you by the letter C and the word courier.
Target shields offline.
Well, you had shields. Well, that was just a terrible mess. According to the Vulcans, first contact was in 1957. Yes, well, according to the Vulcans, time travel is impossible. It ain't first contact if you only call one guy and then tell him never tell anybody about it. Delancey, how do you like pacifiers versus regular frags? They don't do as much raw damage, but I do like the tighter spread on them. It's like a shotgun with a full choke on it. And they have a much faster shot speed. So you can pepper something, and then a few seconds later, the rest of the shots arrive.
Target shields offline.
And this poor guy, He doesn't have a hull anymore. He's got a colander. He's made. I've made a titanium colander here. I still got to line up my shots a little bit. I'm still a little weak on that, but I mean, right now the war zone consists of a master-rated Viper 4, and he ain't happy. Well, there might be something else out here. We'll see. Federal dropship. Yeah, Duranium Colander. That's a good one. Kind of goes with the titanium smoothie that my frag cannon, or my multi-cannons can make. No, I'm gonna have fun testing this out on an assassination mission, I think.
Kids these days and their crazy language, am I right?
Jumpy Humpy Spider, thank you so much for the host. Greatly appreciated. Just like that, he lost nearly 40% hull. And now he's dead.
Target destroyed.
$620 million assets. Not bad, Merwaz. That's a pretty good chunk of change, just in case. So no, I'm really liking these pacifiers. Tempted to get a ship I can max out and build on that, but I want something that can use the modules I have engineered, especially the defensive stuff. A T-10 fits the bill and I can max it out, but I'm afraid I'd hate life forever. Well, yeah. T-10s are very... let's call them... let's be generous and call them specialized. Jumpy Yumpy Spider, you got around $2 billion in assets, but only around 120 in spending cash. Ah. Excuse me.
Target shields offline.
Well, he's trying to make an evasion. It's not 100% working for him. Screw it. Railgun. Oh, alright. T-10 shotgun. Oh yeah, just load that thing up with just Class 3 frags. Class 3... I've got 6 pacifiers. I could load this thing up with, 4 of them on the hard points. I'm out of ammo on this one, though. I'm low on ammo on the frags already, so we're gonna head back to Glid. Before we check that out, we are going to hit this other high-intensity conflict zone and see if the feds are moving in any kind of warship support. Yeah, we'll see if the feds are moving in any kind of warship support to this conflict zone over here. And then we'll head back to base and rearm. What's the CG this week? Not been online yet. Looks like all defensive oriented, like 170 to 200 and some light years away. iMage, I wonder if we'll see a game that resembles Expanse-type combat. You are looking for a game called Independence War. It's an old game, but it had Expanse-type combat. There was flight assist to it, but there was also other stuff. Three-quarter impulse.
Three-quarter impulse.
And if they ever remake Independence War with true multiplayer mode, so you actually have a ship's engineer, and you've got tactical, and you've got helm, and you've got one commander who can oversee all the stations, that will be a glorious thing. That will be a grand and glorious thing. A mobile game that does that. Can't remember what it was called, though. Yeah, I don't know of any mobile games. Again, Errantry Alliance. Oh, somebody came at us with a pancake.
Target shields offline. Under attack. Warning, impulse attack. Trajectory disruption.
Shields. Now let's just get the frags back up here.
Cannot comply.
Set 2-1.
Powering engines.
Played it at an expo once. Each station had a tablet, and each tablet had a role on a spaceship. That's kind of neat. Well, by kinda, I mean really neat. Star Trek Bridge Simulator, that's close. But no, Independence War, I mean, that's still Star Trek-style combat. Independence War had individual bridge stations. Now, the problem was, it was single-player, and all you had to bounce around between bridge stations. But it did have Newtonian space combat. Now, you could activate flight assist, but it was actually much smarter to go into Newtonian flight mode. And you had a little bit of flight assist. You had partial flight assist from the computer, where it would try to keep you within range of a target. And yeah, I've got bridge crew. Some of the tablets had control over fighters, so if you were in a combat zone, you weren't stuck in hydroponics. That's nice. I like that, being able to switch out to something a little bit more active. And son of a... I just realized where they've got the VR fighters from. in Elite. It just clicked in my head. The remote control fighters. Gene Roddenberry series called Andromeda. They had... You could either have manned fighters or you could remote control them from the bridge. Using a VR setup. And I just remembered that. Andromeda was good for the first couple of seasons, and then it kind of turned into, well... It stopped being a Gene Roddenberry-style character, and it turned into Captain Hercules. Yeah, Kevin Sorbo played the captain, but it wasn't, I mean, you know, other than a couple of in-jokes early on, it really turned into Hercules in space later on after the original showrunner got the boot. I like the Andromeda concept. It was made for a Trek show originally. Would that? Like after the Federation collapsed? Because that sounds a lot like the Final Frontier animated series that they were going to do for Star Trek. Unfortunately, that never got off the ground, but that was also a very, very good-looking Star Trek series. I mean, there are so many things you could do with animation that you couldn't do with, you know, with live action. Well, yes, the cutter is good for hauling cargo. It is also good for displaying planetary bobbleheads. Alright, you got me there. But no, look up Final Frontier as well. That was an excellent Star Trek series concept. Things like non-human chief engineer, who was actually like just a gaseous cloud in a containment suit. The security team were all called the Red Shirts, and they wore that with pride. They all had modified Borg implants, so they were all, you know, neural-linked. So they could pull off perfect coordinated, you know, tactical strikes.
Request approved. Cleared for landing on docking bay 38.
Copy 3-8. You're down.
Lowering landing gear.
Well, we got a few more space bucks to turn in for the combat zone. Shields never went down. Whoever said a chieftain is a hull tank. They've never seen my shields.
Landing complete. Dispatching ground crew. There is a state of uprising in the system. Be careful if you sideways.
iMage. Artemis Bridge Sim. Okay, may have to... hardcore. I did say the chieftain was a hull tank, and it is. But my shields hold up a little bit better. Smidge. A skosh. A hint better than standard shields. It is a hull tank, it's just got a shield tank built on top of it.
We would like to remind all commanders to avoid blocking access to docking pads during arrival and departure.
Massacre, massacre, massacre. Assassinate. Here's a wing mission. Let's see how the new guns handle a wing assassination. Thank you, Master 10. Artemis Bridge Sim. I will look that up. So first, I wanted to do a comparison on the stored guns I've got, the fixed frag cannons. Skosh sounds like a Vorlon name. Yeah, it kind of does. And then you'd have good Skosh and evil Skosh. So let's pull these back here to home. Yeah, I bought up six of these guns before I quit working for Hudson. So the DPS on these two frags are 374 and 375, roughly. So if we look at my current guns, these pacifiers, the DPS on them is 322. 319, 322. It's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, it's a hit, but in the long run, I think the greater range on these and shot speed actually makes up the tighter spread on them. So, all of that said, gear up.
Gear up.
You're clear to leave.
Let's go looking for trouble. Alicor's good evening, crew and chief. And a good evening to you, too. Just got my hands on the pacifier frags, got them engineered up. About to go and check out a wing assassination. We'll see just how much damage I lose here. I mean, yes, I lose something like, what, 50 DPS. On paper. We'll see what the difference actually gets made up as, in practical. Nope, that's still not working. So, here's the plan. We use the pacifiers, or we use the frag cannons. Get away from the star. But instead of using the plasma cannon, we're going to stick with the railgun to knock out their shields and then move on to the plasma. Seemed to serve me well last time, as much as these guys were spamming shield cell banks.
Incoming mission critical message.
What? Did I just get... What? Assassinate terrorist leader James Jennings.
Incoming mission critical message.
Yep, 5881 3A. Alright. And I didn't need to go to the nav beacon? Okay, now I am totally Really? Huh, mission target.
Awaiting further instructions.
Shields. Buddy, I don't know who you are.
Under attack.
Okay. Oop.
Target shields offline. Under attack. Warning. Impulse attack.
Balance.
Trajectory disruption.
Redistributing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We got to rearm just because I'm wasting so much ammo. So why did a dangerous fertile ants just kind of come out of nowhere after me? Engines. Screw the jousting. I'm gonna try to keep up with them. Yeah, he felt that. Just a couple of pellets are hitting each, though. Come on.
Under attack.
His shields are going to come back up. Still need to work on these small maneuverable targets.
Target shields offline.
He's your mission target? Oh. I thought I went for a wing assassination. This guy ain't a wing assassination. I also got the notification of what planet to go search for him at.
Target destroyed. Cargo scoop deployed. Incoming mission critical message.
Chemical processors. Eh, it's a thing. Yeah, wing assassination and a wing of one. What's going on here?
Cargo scoop retracted.
I've got 56 of those. I'm not going to worry too much. James Jennings. No, he's still... That is still my target. So we got to make a quick stop at Caleri now to rearm. Murwah's going to try a fighter for the first time. They're fun. They're fun. Just make sure you got rebuy. So I guess, yeah, it was just somebody there to help out his buddy? I guess I'm on the right track if I got random people trying to kill me. That'd be kind of nice if the other, you know, if it's a wing of 6 ships, maybe they send random members of the wing after you to try to intercept before you can make the intercept on the main target. And then, if you make the intercept on the main target, he's fresh out of friends. Somehow, I doubt that's going to be the case, though. But I am very happy with the way those guns, I mean, once I got in a good sustained shot on that guy... Comms tab. Comms panel. Assassinate target leader, stay alert. Steve Bodie is coming after me too. Well. Scan complete. Enemy alert. Okay. Oh, where's Steve Bodie at? Three-quarter impulse.
Three-quarter impulse.
Just scanned the system and got 73 discoveries. That's a crowded bit of space. That's a crowded bit of space out there. Now see, I'm on approach to Calleri Port here, and I just have a feeling I'm going to go overshooting it. I'm at three-quarter speed. Well, maybe I'm not. You're right, maybe the smart throttle is not the best way to do this. Ain't very smart. Steve, I got better stuff to do. Trying to get my ammo back. Though it does add a nice little bit of challenge to the wing assassinations. Be gone, Steve. I got better things to do. Better things to do and better cash to make. Sounds like a job for Gunsight 1. You're not wrong. That thing with it, you know, the gimbals on it would just chew up that fertile lands. Unfortunately, the big target at the end, I have a feeling Gunsight 1 would just get picked to pieces by just straight up DPS. Find me a parking spot.
Docking request initiated.
Please follow docking procedures, Commander, and enjoy your stay. Access permitted. Please make your way to landing pad 30.
Copy 30. Gear down. Gear down.
Gear down and slowing. The ship is yours to dock.
200 meters from touchdown. Contact confirmed. Ground crew dispatched. Enjoy your stay with us.
Al, of course, the northern UK accent is so ugly. You mean on the tower? I don't know enough about the accents to be able to make a judgment. Well, $500,000 for that guy. Or I just had some stuff laying around. Yeah. Okay. Advanced maintenance. That's sorted out. Back to work, 5881 3A. Gear up.
Gear up.
Hey, Boo Score, how you doing?
Take care when leaving the station.
And refrain from obstructing.
How's tricks? Oh, not too bad. Just got the new frag cannons installed, so now I'm doing some testing on them, seeing how well they work. About to go up against my first wing assassination. Just watched Transformers the last night, was not impressed. I am one of the biggest Transformers fans in the world, and though I could only make it through the first 2 Michael Bay movies. I actually walked out of the theater on the 3rd one. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, and I never looked back. I watched them all out of principle, but after the second, they were all just terra bad. No. This is why we can't have nice things. The second one wasn't much good either, no. The first one was alright, I guess. I mean, it was, you know, live-action Transformers on the big screen. Holy crap, this is awesome! But then you think about the movie for about, 20 minutes and you go, To quote Marcus from Borderlands 2, the Transformers movies were kind of like the first Vault. Just, they thought they were great riches. Instead, it was just full of tentacles and disappointment. What's the apps with the new frags? They're the pacifier frag cannons. They've got a much tighter spread on them. It's kind of like a shotgun running a full choke. A little less damage per second, but much greater range and shot speed. Alicors. Mr. Moo, how are your parenting skills? I don't know. I'm decent with cats. I'm decent with kids. I show them the classic stuff, if anybody brings kids over and they want to see Transformers, I know that they mean the '86 animated movie. Because those children were raised right, damn it.
3/4 impulse? 3/4 impulse engaged.
You know, they watch the classics. G1 Transformers, Beast Wars, animated, Prime. Oh, what else? Gargoyles. Yeah. You have to have respect for the classic. Why do you ask, Alicors? Just... I mean, no, I know there's a thing between, you know, watching a movie just for... I wasn't watching, you know, the live-action stuff with kids, though. I mean, I was watching it for me because I'm a great big Transformers fan, and then... like, yeah, if I were to watch it with kids, I wouldn't be shooting it down and tearing it apart. I mean, it'd be like, yeah, that was neat. Because there's kids watching a movie and going, yay! And that is a little bit different from, you know, somebody who's looking at it more critically. You don't go shooting down a movie just because, you know, you don't like it, but if, you know, a bunch of other people love it. At least not in front of the kids. Oh, and yeah, but that Megan Fox. Point. You have one, yes. My son seems a bit odd when I was younger. Like me when I was a bit younger. Right now he has a toy car in his mouth and making weird noises and staring at me. That just means he's a carnivore. Yeah, Booscore, there's a different etiquette when watching films with kids. No grumpy man talk. Exact. Unjust Forsetti, 100 bits for the pun. Well, thank you very much for that.
Oh, snap! The monster I sent you to kill is actually a monster truck! Puns, motherfucker!
Well, every once in a while, I've got moments of glory. Set 1-3.
Transferring power to shields.
Actually. Shields. Two, nearly three. Oh, yeah, that's fine then. I mean, come on, you had to be... You know, I was 3 or 4, maybe closing in on 5 before I learned that rocks weren't edible. Oh, my dentist loved me. Yeah, that's what baby teeth are for. Yeah. Trainer teeth. Yeah, it's like training wheels for teeth. Technically, salt is a rock, and that is edible. That's... Look, buddy. Doesn't matter how correct you are here. Trying some light combat in the cutter, it, well, works. It has guns, it shoots things, yeah. 2 seconds of on-target time, even. Thank God for the fighter. Yes. Does it break it? No, eat more. Does it break it? Yes, eat slightly less. I like your qualifier there of slightly. There's got to be a target around.
Mission objective detected.
Where? Should be threat level 5. There we go. Weapon capacitor ought to be able to handle this. If not, we'll work otherwise.
Commander, what are your orders?
Jimbo, we gotta talk. Target power plant.
Lock target.
Picking up a distress signal.
Split 2-3. Set 2-1.
Power diverted to engines.
Yeah, should have complained sooner. Neurality, how do you get voice attack to work without throwing your view around? The singularity profile... Well, okay, the way singularity works is... Let me back up there, Neurality, while I get myself sorted out here. So, there is the sub-targets menu, which I can't actually see here because I'm in, I'm in Super Cruise. However, there is also a just set of controls you can use to target a ship without needing to go into the menu. And that's what Singularity uses for subsystem targeting. So I've got it set up on my throttle where I can just click on through back and forth through sub-targets, and those are the controls that Singularity uses. And for whatever reason, I don't know the coding on it, but whatever it is, it works. But it targets the power plant. It targets any subsystem you want. And otherwise, there is a way to turn off focusing on a panel when you activate it. That's in the controls setup, I think. So I got hit with a corrosive, and I thought I was going to be in trouble there, but... to my shock and awe... What's the damage here? That's totally doable. And and 19, if all else fails, ram it. Oh, this thing is built for it. This worked. Okay, here we go. I've got this Type 6 targeted. So I can just click on through using this button on my stick. You turn that off in the options, have a head tracker VR setup. Yeah. Because otherwise you can't switch to looking at those panels. Correct. That's why I only use it when I have the head tracker on. And usually I run it just because I'm not running the head tracker all the time. Otherwise, when I'm requesting docking, I've just got a really fast macro on. Weapons fire detected. Threat level 4. Interesting. Not what I'm looking for, though. Got this game last night for PS4. I was ramming everything. Ramming is a perfectly valid tactic if you've got a ship set up for it. The Federal Assault Ship is a flying battering ram. The Imperial Clipper is very good. Isaac Newton, the most dangerous SOB in the known. Excuse me. I need a hydration bot set up to remind me to drink. Yeah, just don't go ramming in the starport. Lakon, Kilo, Yankee Lima, request docking clearance.
Requesting.
See, I've got a very fast macro set up on it. Copy 3-8. You're down.
Landing modules deployed.
Oh, you've only got the Sidewinder? Well, when all you've got is a ramming hammer, everything looks like a nail that needs to be pounded. With ramming. Don't spend any money and ram everything. It's a free rebuy. I like you. I like the you think. And actually, I did not go through that much ammo. Huh. That's actually impressive. Boost score, could I get a bit of frag cannon advice here? I'm running 2 corrosive. Would it be best to go with 1 corrosive and 1 something else? Yes. Corrosive doesn't stack. I have beams to deal with shields, so I don't think I need incendiaries. Well, if you're running frags, you could run... Let's see here. Drag rounds will slow a target down and make them a little less maneuverable for a brief time. Screening shells reload faster and it can actually shoot down incoming ordnance, like missiles. Drag round, screening shells. Dazzle shells will lower a target's sensor acuity and it actually makes them harder to spot you.
And request docking permission before entering the starport.
Or just overcharge it and pound the hell out of them with buckshot. But no, corrosive does not stack. On my 2 smalls, I am running drag and corrosive.
We will be forced to respond to aggressive actions.
Bye, Jimmy.
For peace of mind, please stow ship weapons while in
Rarity grade 5, biotech conductors. Yeah, more G5 rarity stuff is always good. Boost score, thanks for the info. I was unaware corrosion didn't stack. Yeah, it's a common thing. I know I did the same thing.
Please proceed to dock on your assigned docking pad.
And by the way, if you need to contact Marco Quent, missions like this are great. Because, well, modular terminals. Are there any effects that do stack? Not that I know. I mean, you can have effects that, you know, go off independently of each other. But nothing that stacks, per se. So, like, corrosion is just a flat, you know, a flat effect. It just removes the hull resistances. Dazzle shells. I think that just removes the, you know, removes their sensors for a brief time. Now, it's possible that does stack because, you know, different grades of gun have different level of how long the sensor effect lasts. Murwaz fought a dangerous chief with plasma accelerators. He's dead and I'm not. Didn't get my shield down, but not far from. Had maybe 30% left. Turlock, holy crap, just saw you were alive. 07. Yeah, it's Thursday. I'm trying to expand the schedule a bit more.
Ensure you have received authorization before entering the document.
5881 again. A lot of assassinations here. A lot of people. Some people just need killing. Some people apparently need a whole lot of it. You're up.
Gear coming up.
Departure authorized.
May be able to watch the whole show this time. Excellent. Hope I can be entertaining. Balance.
Resetting.
All clear. Flight control out.
So the weird thing is, the last time I did this assassination mission, I fired off the discovery scanner, and it was like a delayed reaction, which was odd. Alicors. Rumor going around of a free ship if you're interested. Don't go listen to Moo, listen to your good friend Alicors. Trying this grift again, huh? Your good friend Alicors is about to send you off on a little bit of a trip. Let's put it that way. You mean the free anaconda? I love mine! Oh, you are horrible, horrible people. And yet one of them appears to be my mod. I am a horrible, horrible judge of people, and mistakes have been made.
Incoming mission critical message.
Turlock, by the way, unlocked Farseer, already have her at rank 4, so I just need to find something for the next rank of FSD. Well, when you find that something, let me know. Master 10 submits application for soon-to-be-available mod position. Wasn't actually going to send him there. I know. I'm just, you know, playing along here, kinda. Tommy Turbo went too hard in a massacre in your courier. Oh no. Okay, so something amusing here, and I wish I had the camera set up for it, but I just heard a prrrt, and this black tail disappears into the into this padded kitty cube, and suddenly the whole cube tips over sideways, so now the door is facing up. and it is shaking back and forth violently. And actually rolled. It actually rolled. Hank is using the cube like a hamster ball. Hank is a very, very strange dog. Yes, we do need a Hank cam. Maybe I'll just attach a GoPro to his head. Now, of course, Hank needs his own GoPro live feed. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Some kind of, Hank cam. He's having fun, and that's what matters. That's true. Friends who did that for their wedding, the dog walked down the aisle with a GoPro. Aw, that's cute. He starts licking himself, not so much. You know, the pitfalls of animal GoPro attachment. Though on a related note, something very amusing to me. Great white sharks. There was a great white that was tagged with a GPS tracker or whatever. Great whites, there is one blood scent they will not go after, and that is the scent of their own blood. There was a pod of orcas near, I want to say it was San Francisco Bay. Attacked and killed a great white that was in the area. And another great white in the area immediately went, nope, dove down to 1,000 feet, and didn't come back up towards the shallows until it got to Hawaii. I may have some of the details off on that, but the general story is, yes, that that shark decided to engage the nope drive. Yeah, nope factor, hell no. Ah, Nightbot is reminding me that it is sellout time. So yeah, if you like what you're seeing and hearing, consider supporting the channel with a Twitch sub, or leaving a tip at streamlabs.com/Mr. Moo, or becoming a patron at patreon.com/Mr. Moo. If you have Amazon Prime, you can also sub for free using Twitch Prime. This ends your, you know, hourly sellout. Merwaz, have you seen the video of the great white versus the orca? Orca turns the shark upside down. Yep. Yeah, if you turn a shark upside down, it basically goes into sleep. Well, orca are smart. Orca are basically, well, basically, they are super dolphins. They are whale-sized dolphins. Now, I realize cetacean is needed for that, but... unfortunately, I don't have any in front of me. Now we just gotta wait for our target here again. Alicors, how many Patreons do you have, if you don't mind me asking? 3! A grand total of 3. Which is also the number of licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. If you're Mr. Owl. Alligators suffer from that glitch in nature, too. Tygon Star, orcas are smaller than whales. True.
Mission objective detected.
But they are also, you know, there are some whales that are that small. Well, they're a lot bigger than dolphins, tell you that. We're at level 4. No destination lock. The hell you say? I had that locked. Rumbles. Alright. Back into Super Cruise. The Patreon link is broke. Well, that's no good. .404. Oh, there's a period at the end. Mods, if you could fix that. Yeah, there's a period at the end of that link. Merwas, octopus and orcas are my favorite creatures. Yeah, they're geniuses, what they are. Thank you very much, Alcors. Right, let's try that again, properly.
Commander, what are your orders?
It's a python! It's a dangerous python! Oh, you poor SOB. Target power plant.
Target locked.
Excuse me.
Under attack.
Nope. Where's your buddy at? Thank you very much.
Target destroyed.
Target's gone. Wunderbar! Ah. I need some more from Herr Doctor as well.
I am bulletproof!
So yeah, the new frags. They are my friend. The only one I can't find is the automated message. The automated message, it's just tied into the timers. So the timer is just firing off that message, as far as I know. Check under timers, I guess. I think, maybe. Uh-oh.